You standing at checkout. Total, $41. And right there, next to Pay in Full, is another option. 4 payments of $10.25 for groceries. Not a couch, not a flight to Cancun. Milk, eggs, bread. In 2026, 1 in 4 Americans using Buy Now, Pay Later are using it to buy food. That number was half that 1 year ago. And more than half of them say the same thing. They can't make it to the next paycheck without it. This isn't a story about bad spending habits. If you've ever felt a small flash of shame swiping for something as basic as a grocery run, that shame isn't about you. A teacher in Arizona put it plainly. He said he never imagined that in his career he'd be living paycheck to paycheck. He wasn't reckless. He was a teacher. He did everything right. 47% of Buy Now, Pay Later users missed a payment last year. That number has gone up every year since the option existed. So ask yourself, if nearly half the people using this can't keep up with it, is that a personal failure? Or is that a system doing exactly what it was built to do? So who's actually doing this? More than half the people using Buy Now, Pay Later say they're not doing it for convenience. They're doing it because they don't have another option. Almost 3/4 of them make under $75,000 a year. That tracks with what you'd expect. But here's the part that doesn't fit the story we usually tell ourselves. 1 in 3 people financing their groceries this way is making over $100,000 a year. So this isn't just about people who don't earn enough. It's about people whose income looks fine on paper and still isn't enough to cover the life they're supposed to be able to afford with it. Part almost nobody explains. Buy Now, Pay Later companies don't make most of their money from interest. They make it from merchant fees, which means their business doesn't depend on you buying a couch once a year. It depends on you buying groceries every single week and clicking Pay in 4 every single time. The system isn't broken when you use it for something this small. It's working exactly as designed. Every grocery run is a new transaction. Every transaction is a new fee. The math only works if this becomes routine, not occasional. Here's what that merchant fee actually looks like on your $41 grocery run. The store pays the Buy Now, Pay Later company somewhere between 6 and 8% of that transaction. Call it $3. Compare that to a normal debit card swipe, about $1. Triple the cost for the exact same groceries because you clicked a different button at checkout. And the store doesn't eat that extra cost quietly. It gets built back into the shelf price for every customer, whether they used Pay in 4 or not. So even the person paying cash in full that day is quietly subsidizing everyone else's installment plan. Here's the part that should actually scare you. Most Buy Now, Pay Later loans don't show up on your credit report, which means officially, on paper, none of this exists. You can be financing eggs and milk 4 different ways at once, missing payments, drowning quietly, and your credit score says you're fine. There's a term starting to circulate for this: phantom debt. Debt that's real to you, invisible to everyone measuring the economy. So, when the news says the economy is doing fine, they're not lying. They're just not counting you. Missed payments are already climbing, 47% last year, and rising. Late fees, frozen accounts, new debt stacked on old debt, used to buy the same groceries you'll need again in 7 days. This only holds up as long as paychecks arrive on time and nothing goes wrong. So the real question isn't whether this breaks. It's what happens to millions of people financing dinner the week it does. And this isn't a fringe habit anymore either. 1 in 4 people using these apps are now doing it specifically for groceries. A year ago, that number was closer to 1 in 8. It didn't creep, it doubled. And it's not one lonely loan people are juggling either. Nearly 2/3 of Buy Now, Pay Later users are running more than 1 at the same time. 1 in 4 are running 3 or more at once. Each one on its own looks small enough to ignore. Together, they don't show up anywhere. Until they do. So here's where this leaves you. Before you close this video and think, yeah, the system's just like that, there's a more honest question worth asking yourself. If you've used Pay in 4 for groceries you genuinely couldn't have paid for in full, that's not a lifestyle choice. That's a sign your income is already below the cost of just staying alive, and no amount of personal discipline fixes that. But if you've used it for something you could have waited on, just to make the number at checkout feel smaller, that's not the system trapping you. That's you letting it help you avoid finding out exactly how much you can actually afford. This video can't tell you which one is true for you, but that checkout screen can. Every time it offers to split something you should be paying for in full, it's quietly asking you that question. Whether you notice it or not, most people won't notice. Now you will.